So you've joined us with Krista Does Numbers with your host, me, Krista. And I have a co-host here with Brett and a guest, Sarah Morga. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Krista.
So obviously with everything that's going on right now and me being Krista Does Numbers, I decided I'm just going to talk a little bit about what the IRS in the state of California, because I'm in the state of California. But before I get into that, actually, my little disclaimer, I am a California certified CPA, but I'm not your CPA. So please talk with your tax advisor that you have with if you have any questions about what I am discussing. So please don't take it for face value. However, so the IRS, as of the recording, I have information up through March 20th, but so this is what we know. The IRS has extended all tax payments and the tax filings. Finally, they issued that on March 20th, the tax filings, for 90 days. So everything, filings and payments up through July 15th will be due July 15th. However, if you're an individual, you can only defer up to $1 million of tax liability. If you're a business, you can only defer up to $10 million in tax liability. And understand that the interest and penalties that are usually assessed on late payments of tax liabilities below the identified amounts that I just said, the $1 million for individuals and $10 million for businesses, will be waived. So there's no interest or penalties on that. So it was good that the IRS, first they were only, I don't know why they were only first doing the tax liabilities. I'm like, what about the returns? What's the point? But they finally added that as well on March 20th. So I was very happy about that. California was a little bit ahead of the game. They actually came out before the IRS. So thank you, State of California. I appreciate that. They extended all business entities, that's partnerships, LLCs, C corporations, S corporations, not-for-profits, basically any type of business entity type. They've actually, to fall in line with the IRS, once the IRS passed their July 15th deadline, they extended theirs to July 15th as well. So that's tax returns, any tax returns or payments. So the tax returns, the 2019 tax returns, 2019 tax payments, the 2020 first and second quarter estimated payments, the 2020 LLC taxes and fees because they have their own taxes, and 2020 non-wage withholding payments are all extended. Again, that's with no interest or penalties to be assessed on that until the July 15th deadline. And just so for some other information, just for those other people who are out there, this is more, some not necessarily completely tax related, but I just wanted to get out there because I do know is that, they have a new paid sick leave that they've issued, and you can go through that, if you want to Google that, or Extension of Family Medical Leave Act, all related to the coronavirus. So, which is nice. This is in addition to anything else that's already been out there. So this has been, the Family's First Coronavirus Response Act. So it's specific to our situation where we're at right now. Do you guys have any questions in addition to?
I think everybody's not really thinking about a lot of this, and I think it's important to get it out now. And it's probably going to change, but for right now, that's what it is. Right.
For right now, as of this recording, that's where we're at. So, okay. Yeah. But I mean, and if you have any questions, and if I'm more than happy to answer them the best of my ability. Again, but if I'm not your CPA, so please understand that. But you can always reach me at epocketcpa@gmail.com. That's the Gmail that I have right now. Again, that's epocketcpa@gmail.com. If you do have any questions related to what's going on, some tax questions, I'll do the best I can to answer your specific questions. So we have Sarah Morga.
Hello.
The beautiful Sarah Morga to my right. I had to think about that for a second. I'm old, and I still don't know my left from my right.
It's usually my line.
I know.
I don't know my left from my right.
I don't know. I'll be like, turn left as I'm like pointing right. But anyways.
I've done that.
At least you can call her Daniel or...
well, that's true. Or Tyler.
We're getting everybody's names. You know what we mean, but it's not getting there's so many people around us.
Oh, so funny.
There's not a lot of people. I didn't mean there's a lot of people.
I know. Yeah, we don't.
There's less than
a little bit.
There's less than 10 people.
There is less than 10 people. Yes,
Yes.
We are under the government mandated
6 feet apart.
gathering and social distancing, 6 feet apart. Yes,
Right.
we are here, and our new norm, and it's been interesting. But so, Sarah, we would like to talk with you about basically, because as I've mentioned, where I'm liking to do this, especially right now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new potential for, businesses just to help in all of this situation, right? I mean, the opportunities are just opening up as far as things that can come out of this to just help with what's going on. And so we've got this new studio here, and you spent your entire life, basically, if you want to count up the hours,
Designing
and getting all this information, but you did it on a low budget, and it looks amazing. Like you spent probably 4 or 5 times as much as what you really did.
Right.
So I'd like to, even though we're in a stay-at-home order currently as of March 21st,
Well, I have to tell you, this is a good time because we are stay-at-home to be looking at the platforms of OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace and Let Go. Those are my 3 choices. And really, I pretty much got everything from those 3 platforms. Yeah. So being at home, you're not at work, cheating and trying to.
Oh, no, really? I'm busy, sir.
Yeah. But it's a good time. It's a good time right now to just see what's out there. People are trying to sell things, and you can really get things at a good price. And you make sure you're offering, too. Don't just buy it if it says, it's $50. That's why they call it OfferUp, and it's a marketplace for you to offer. And somebody gets, annoyed because you're offering something, then they don't know what, they're foolish because it's a platform where you should be able to offer. And every single item I've gotten, I've offered. So.
Oh, good.
But, and someone will say no, so that's okay because the price is still good, but definitely offer.
Okay. And, how often were you looking at all these pages?
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
Right before bed, I was looking because things go really fast.
Okay.
So if you like it, you can save it and then, continue to scroll, but just make sure that if it's something you need, I would definitely just, at least message them to show that you're interested. Okay. Most people will say, okay, well, I have somebody inquiring about it already.
Right.
So.
But eventually you got it too.
But eventually
these nice little chairs we're sitting in.
It's crazy. These chairs, I was looking for office chairs, and I didn't want old office chairs. I wanted something that looked brand new, presentable. If you were to buy 1 or 2, usually they're going for $25 at the least, to about $100. And this company was going out of business, and
really,
and it was. Unfortunately for them,
it was
fortunate for me that I was able to find it right away, and I offered. I think they were selling. It was 3 for $25, and I got it for 3 for $15, and I ended up buying a lot more than the 3 for $15. So. That was crazy. That was really good. And another thing is you need a truck, and you're going to need something big to carry all these things. So U-Haul, was one of the places that I would just run to.
But if you really wanted to really lean it down, maybe somebody has a friend that has a truck.
Yeah. Now I think, it's a little different, but I did, this is terrible, you guys. The other day, while President Trump was on air, saying that we need to stay away from people, I did find a lamp. And
You're very,
I did find a lamp, and it's really amazing because it's Hollywoodish,
people to stay away from people.
I know, but it was for $20, and it's, I had to get it, and I asked the gentleman to, if I can purchase it, and we stayed away from each other. You left the money right there. I picked up the lamp, and we have it in studio now, you guys. So,
yay!
But
makes me look good.
It's awesome lighting, and
it's really not bad. It does the trick.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. That's the thing. You buy something like that for $100-something. So
you got the microwave for $20.
Yeah, I got a microwave for $20, and I got, the most important thing. This was the first thing that we got in studio was this desk.
Yes, tell us about. See, you'll never know who you're going to meet too,
right? And
or come in contact with. Well, not contact.
Boy, I bet you he's regretting it now.
And this desk, if you look at it, it's fantastic. I wiped it down a lot, and it was. But I mean, it looks new. It looks brand new. We got it for free. This was free.
Free.
And
how much do you think that Krista, a desk like this would cost?
Oh, easily
this is
$1,000 to $1,500 easy.
It's an actual radio desk.
I mean, you've got the holes already. That's what was so important,
right? That is exactly.
Otherwise, you're going to be like, I'm going to have to drill the holes in.
Yeah, and then I was prepared to drill holes, and when I saw this, it just popped up. It was for free. And I rented a U-Haul, and Brett looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, let's go. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? I haven't even seen the desk. We don't even know what it looks like, And I said, Brett, just let's go. Just trust me. We're going to go look at it. And he goes, but you already got a U-Haul. So, of course, you're expecting to pick it up. And I go, okay, so if we don't like it, it's free. We could drop it off and at
the Goodwill or something.
Goodwill, yeah. And it's a tax write-off.
There you go.
So wait a minute, are you a CPA also?
No, I'm agreeing with her. No, it's okay. As a CPA, I agree with that.
Thank you. So we get there, and of course, Brett looks at me. We get into the parking lot. And he says, He goes, wouldn't it be funny if this desk belonged to my old boss at ESPN, because it's in the vicinity, right? And I looked at him, I go, yeah, that would be funny. So guess what? We get there, we get to the office, we're going up the stairs, and the desk is there all wrapped up and ready to go, and this girl comes out, and Brett looks at her and says, hey, does this desk belong to Brett? Because his boss's name was Brett also.
Yeah.
And she looked and she says, yes, why? And there you go. That's the story. It
you
used
got to
belong
connect
to
with an old, someone, not age old, but just an old acquaintance.
Yeah, he was shocked. We both laughed, and he says, "Well, better you get your old desk back than anybody, I guess."
Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, how perfect is that?
It was awesome. It was awesome. And I have to tell you, if you are going to start, if you want to create a place of your own, a studio, or if you're decorating your apartment. You have to have a theme, though. Don't just buy things just because.
You could have an eclectic theme, I suppose.
You want to have a picture in your mind, your color theme at least. Have a color theme. I got a couple chairs in the back here from that sells at IKEA for last year was $168. I got it for $20 each.
Yeah.
So, and it's gray. I was looking for gray. I wanted a gray theme. So.
I love IKEA. I love that store.
IKEA is awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But, some of their things are priced a little high for chairs, a little chair here, a little chair there. But, I mean, it's good quality, and we do get a lot of things there. But definitely look at the platforms, OfferUp is amazing, again, and Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
and Let Go.
Let Go. Got the couches. Oh, and always type in free first. Always type in free because you want to see what's free and what's available.
Okay.
And usually the stuff that's free is people who have to move or leave, and they're just trying to give something really good, away quickly.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of the free unless it's a mattress.
Yeah.
You don't want to go there.
Please don't. Yes. Please don't do that.
I guess another thing that comes to mind is since times are different, we should probably post that, and I'm not trying to be paranoid, but you want to make sure certain services hold on to the coronavirus longer than normal too.
Surfaces, yeah.
Yeah, I mean hard surfaces. I mean, I saw a list. I think I posted. I can't remember where it's at, but we need to be aware of those surfaces being wiped down.
Oh yeah,
have a high risk because
Lysol. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I spray everything. When I picked up that lamp, I sprayed it with Lysol before putting it in the car.
Can you do that with material also, without staining the material?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
These are things I think we need to look at now.
Yeah, you're right. Right now, I mean, in
Yeah.
this situation, you have virus does attach itself to wood, to metal, to fabric.
Yeah, I'm
and
just reading somewhere that it can
Yeah.
last up to days on certain surfaces.
So make
it's
sure
really important. That's disinfecting.
Right.
Definitely.
So, what other things were you able to get? I think you got a.
Well, I did not get any of the equipment, of course,
Well, because you kind of make sure it's
yeah,
got to
and
work.
even,
Otherwise, what's the point?
Right. The TV, the monitors, the equipment. Yeah, that's different.
But you got good deals on the